Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. Happy Wednesday to you all. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, subscribing to the channel. Guys, I really appreciate that so much. Thank you for all of that. It's been a long journey, guys, and we're going to keep going no matter what. And I'm going to be here to encourage you all to be the best that you can be. It's so important, guys. Um, it's just that with all the stuff in the world that's happening today, all this toxicity and negativity, don't drink the poison. And when I say don't drink the poison, I mean don't take in toxicity that you don't have to. Minimize it as much as you can, guys, so that you can feel better, so that you can grow, heal, and evolve. That is very important. Our mental and physical health is everything. So it's very important that we are able to move forward no matter what's happening around us. So, with that being said, I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday and that these messages are resonating and helping you. Some days they may resonate with you, and other days they may not. In any event, keep showing up because it's all about healing and growing. Um, so, with that being said, the topic of discussion today is healing bitterness. So, in order to grow, heal, and evolve, that's so important that we heal the bitterness. Healing is an ongoing journey. It doesn't, we don't heal for a few years and then we stop. It's always something to heal. However, guys, it's so important to do so. I promise you, from my experience so far, you will feel better, and as you feel better, you do better. You self care, you take care of yourself, and you're on top of everything that you need to be as you grow, heal, and evolve. I was having a conversation with someone not too long ago, and she was telling me, she didn't go into details, which I didn't need to know anyway. But she was telling me about something that happened to her that was so horrific and hurt her so bad. It just, even though she cut off the person and the situation related to it, she was in a place of bitterness. And I was saying, if you stay in a place of bitterness, people, that means, listeners, hear me if you don't hear much of anything else. I'm emphasizing if you stay in a place of bitterness, the person who hurt you or the circumstance or situation that hurt you, they now have the power over you and everything that you do. The forgiveness, you have to forgive, and the forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. Because as you forgive, you don't let these folks or circumstances back in your life and say, hey, okay, come on back in. No, we're not doing any of that. The forgiveness is you so that you can move on, because there is no healing, there is no growing or evolving if you don't forgive and if you stay in a place of bitterness, because the bitterness is going to keep you stuck and stagnated. It's going to stagnate your growth, and it's going to keep you in a chokehold, which is never okay. It's important. So, your mental and physical health is everything. And I understand, when I had this conversation with her, I understood everything that she was saying because I was there for so long. I was in a place of bitterness, resentment, because about 2 years ago, something so diabolical happened to me from someone who I trusted. And it takes me a little while to trust people because of all the stuff I've gone through. However, this person built up 7 months of trust, and then a huge deception that really just set me back. People like I'm gonna say WTF. And I was angry. I was beyond angry. I was outraged. And it takes me a long time to get to that point, but I couldn't understand, as good as I was to this individual, why they were so diabolical and deceptive towards me. I didn't deserve an ounce of that. Um, And it took me a long time to get from the bitterness to where I am today. Like I said, it happened a little over 2 years ago. And I had to heal that. I was at the gym working out. I was so angry, you know. But I was talking to God a lot about it. I don't deserve this and blah, blah. But that took me into a place of full blown healing, and I love to research, especially someone who had to do so much when I was in college. It's just part of me to research things, find out more about these type of people and what they do. And not only was the situation a diabolical one, but one where the person wanted to take from me. And my attitude is, you're not getting shit from me. And I was so like in a place, as I talk about it, I can see the old version of myself and how angry and upset I was about the whole situation. But as I did the work and I did therapy and I started being in, you know, um, my therapist helping me to set boundaries, learning why it was important to do that. Because for me, everything is questions. Why do I have to do that? What's going to be the end result? Or et cetera and so forth. Sometimes we don't know the end result, but we know that if we keep going in a direction to heal, is going to bring us in an upward position. And I had to work hard to do that. It wasn't easy at all. And I got to a place where I forgave, because what I learned through this whole process of, like I say, people come into your life for a reason, season, lifetime, or a lesson. And what I've learned with this is that this was a painful lesson. However, if I stayed in that place, I wouldn't be able to grow, heal, and evolve. That person will have the power over me and my life. Hell no, no one's going to do that. Keep the power. I snatched back my power when I started to heal and started to take care of me. Because here's what it means to heal and to forgive. Not because you're going to reconcile with this person, you're going to be with them and you're going to be buddy buddy or whatever it is. No, it's for you so that you can move forward in your life, because you're going to stay stuck and stagnated if you're in a place of bitterness. You can't grow, you're stuck. It's just like weeds having a chokehold over your plants or your garden, that you have beautiful plants growing and then the weeds grow up and choke them. You have to um, heal that. And it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of reflection. And for me, it was looking at things from a different perspective, learning that these are hard, painful lessons. And if I don't learn them, I have to repeat them. If you repeat them, they're worse than ever. And it goes on and on with that Ferris wheel energy, spinning and spinning. Different person, different circumstances, but the same lesson, until we learn that lesson. And as we learn that lesson, we grow, heal, and evolve. You can't grow, heal, and evolve if you're bitter. Yes, it was hard, and what was done is not right. And I was looking for justice also. And what I do now is transmute to God, ask Him for justice so I can stay focused on my purpose, on healing, growing, evolving, so that I can help others. Because if I can do it, guys, without a support system, I have God, yes, Jesus, but I don't have a physical support system except for therapy that I still do once a week. I had to do the work, and I had to put in a lot of hard work, painful work, to get through that bitterness. And this is what I was explaining to the person who I was speaking with about it. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I was there for a while. Hold on, guys. I'm having coffee and I took the lid off so I don't spill it on myself. But anyway, I was there for a while, and it was painful, and it was hard to see anything else but getting, a payback is what I was thinking. And I had to learn to let go and let God. Let go, people, let God. Because I'm telling you, sometimes it seems long, but when you are seeking God out and asking Him for help and your intentions are good and you're in the upright and you are doing the work, it's not that long before the payback comes, because God is going to bring justice. I've seen it since I've been doing the work, and many of my situations, justice, because it's just people take the kindness in me, the generosity, to help people. That's just how I am. They take that for a weakness. There's nothing weak about me. Trust me, guys, because nothing weak, but I prefer to be in a love and light environment and healing to help others, because that's how we grow, heal, and evolve. The toxicity, we don't grow, heal, and evolve. We stay stuck, but I give all that to God, because who can do it better than God, people? Somebody hurt you, did this and that, and it was unjustifiable without a justifiable cause, just because they don't like how you look, they don't like how you move, talk, speak, whatever it is. Nobody has a right to play God in your life. Snatch back your power. And as you do that, your victory is your success. Your victory is living your life to the fullest and not just existing. Your victory is forgiving them, leaving them where they are over there with that. And then you move over here, heal, do therapy, set boundaries. With me, I cut off, block, and delete, because in those situations, there are no boundaries to set. I cut off, block, and delete. And at least I am today, I see behind the mask the lessons I wasn't learning, because I was giving people too many chances that they didn't even deserve, making excuses. Now I see, because I went through these lessons so many times, I see what it is. And when it comes toward me, cut off, block, and delete, because I see it for what it is. Some people are out there to get into your life so that they can take from you, because some people don't want to do the work. There are takers out there that they don't want to work to even take care of themselves. They don't want to do the work. They rather take from somebody who already went from the ground, build from the ground up, and did hard work and continue to do hard work. Be careful. That's why some of my videos are about scams and things, and people come towards you and pretending they are sincere and they this and that. And because I went through those things, even with the scams years ago, people taking because I wasn't learning lessons, I had to really do the work to look at why it was happening. And a lot of this was happening because I wasn't paying attention to the mask that these people, I wasn't seeing behind the mask they were wearing. Once I learned to do that effectively, I see it for what it is. I don't now call a dog a duck or vice versa. I see it for what it is. Okay, I see what that is. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. People, live your life. Don't coexist and be in a place and space of bitterness, because nothing is gained from that. You can't grow, heal, and evolve. And I know it's hard. Believe me, I've been there. I won't even speak on what this diabolical deception was. It was horrific. And it cost me a lot of pain. But that's when I started learning lessons really to the fullest. And now today I see that over there and I'm like, okay, yeah, someone, and oh, the other thing I want to say, because like I said, I don't have notes today, but I'm getting like little downloads about things that I want to tell you guys. When people, do you wrong and hurt you and etc., what is it? There's something I really start to understand in the Bible. That scripture about what is in the dark will be exposed to the light and then render powerless. I'm really starting to put the pieces together of what that really means. When somebody do you wrong or they have negative, bad intentions towards you, let's say, it's rendered powerless once it's exposed. And let me give an example about that. And I can't stay on too long because I have to return to work. But the example is this, is that let's say somebody is looking to catch you off guard. They know you're going to be at the gym at such and such time on such and such a day, and they want to jump out of a bush and surprise you and try to engage you in a negative altercation. Well, if you know about that ahead of time, it's exposed. You know about it now. It's not going to work. It's rendered powerless. Because what's in the dark is what you don't know, what's happening, what somebody planning to do or set you up for failure, whatever. But once you know what it is, the plan is now powerless. It has no power because it's exposed. Now it's known. And that's how I see that scripture. It's like when people are hiding something and they want to, especially in a situation of a taker, you know, and this is why I do background checks now when I'm, because that person that I'm talking about in question, I should have did a background check ahead of time and not afterward. And I found out a lot what I need to know, more than what I needed to know about that situation. And if you have to do a background check, do so, because you could be saving yourself from a lot of hell and headaches, and then when you do the background check, if it's something, that's horrific, detour. I now see behind the mask. I don't make excuses for what it is. It walks like a duck, it's talking and quacking, and the color of a duck is a duck. I don't call it something else. That's so important today, guys, to see. So when someone has some vicious plan to do some dirty stuff or whatever it is, once it gets exposed to the public and everybody see it for what it is and hear, oh, you know what, this happened? Oh my God, blah, blah, and etc. It's now out there. So it's not in the dark. When it's in the dark, it has power because nobody knows about it. You see, but when it's exposed, the plan or whatever the situation was is now rendered powerless. And I read that scripture a lot and I talk about it because I'm starting to see that. Oh, this person want to do this, oh, this person planning to come into my life and to, let me give another example before I leave, guys. It's like someone contacted me on my Facebook page. I'm not on there that often to talk about whatever. And they use somebody who I talk to, who I don't talk to that lot, a lot, but I talk to this person sometimes. But what they didn't understand is that I know the lingo of this individual because I've known them for a minute. So I know how they speak, even if they're texting me, I know how they speak, what they talk about, etc. And this person was way off course. And I'm like, this is somebody who I've blocked and trying to contact me from a fake page using a profile of somebody who's a friend of mine, and it's like, okay, I got it. Whereas before in the past, I would never pick up on that. But as I connect to God and stay in prayer and ask, I see these things. And and also as I learn these lessons, I see it for what it is. So I shut it down. I'm not answering questions. Somebody contacted me with some weird stuff to get involved with some kind of a negotiation, a deal that's going to bring me, all this kind of money or whatever. These things are scam. Look into these things because, people are out there that are takers, and so, and if we're not paying attention, we could be a victim of that. Never be a victim of these things. And also getting back to bitterness, never allow that, because now you become a victim of the person who did something to you. Take back your power, do the work. It may be slow, painful, but it's worth it, because then you can not just set boundaries, but shut, block, and close those doors and live your life to the fullest and move over here to new doors, new people, new situations that are going to be 100% better for you in your life. Your victory is you moving forward, being happy and living your life to the fullest and showing that person, yeah, you did that dirty thing to me, but guess what? God healed me. And I'm moving over here and I'm glowing and I'm moving up and I'm elevating and I'm healed and I'm still healing. And then, when you start to heal, you can be a blessing to somebody else who may be going through that same situation or thing you went through. And you can help them by telling them your own experience with it and how you got through it. That's how we win. And keep your toxicity intake of it, minimize that as much as you can to the best of your ability. Let's continue to turn this pain into power, power into purpose, purpose into paying it forward to help others so that we can stay in a place of peace instead of broken down into pieces. That's the message today, guys. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for being here. Share these videos, subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm here. Thank you again and have a great Wednesday. Bye for now, guys.